We have another question from a viewer about an issue that got some discussion in the last couple of days. A viewer in Lake Lillian wants to know, what are the chances that the Appleton prison will be purchased or leased by the state? And let me just tell you that when I started with this program 27 years ago, we were talking about
Were we
this.
really?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Well, then it was a little different aspect
I
of it.
suppose.
Yes.
There's a lot of, let me just say, the House had their hearing 2 weeks ago, I think it was. And the argument against the Appleton prison was that it was a private-run facility. And let me just throw it out there. It is not going to be a private-run facility. It'll be a state facility that has state employees there. There's no change to that.
And he's right to clear that up because there's so much confusion. I think on my side with activists, they don't understand. They hear Appleton, they think private, and that's a fair point he brings up.
And I'm not going to defend a privately run prison because I don't know. And that's the truth is I don't know what goes on in a privately run prison. I'm not going to try to pontificate about what exactly that is. What I would say is that that's the fight against it. What it is it's an asset. It's an asset in western Minnesota that is available. It's fully licensed. It's a huge cost savings. I know the outstate distance tends to be kind of a topic of discussion, but it also if the state needs it, it's there.
So what's the status of this at this point? It passed in the House.
It passed in the House. It's still in the Senate. It'll get its hearing in the Senate. Obviously
it's not in the judiciary bill, though, right?
It's not in the omnibus. It'd have to be carried.
Did you guys even hear a bill yet on this? I don't think we have.
Not in the Senate, no. But it met the deadline, so technically it could still come around. I don't know what
through conference committee. Yeah.
Yep. So, I didn't get my hearing day, so it still might come. There's a lot of things when it comes to a lease or a purchase or a rent to own. There's a couple of reasons I would be for a lease, and one is it would stay in the tax doles in Appleton, Minnesota. Appleton, Minnesota already has an unemployment rate that's quite high. There's some other issues in the area that this would address, and all the tertiary stuff that goes with it, the businesses, the home, building, whatever. It's 300 jobs, give or take, depending on how many prisoners are in there.
I mean, you're saying if there's a need, we need to fill it.
And that's the thing. And
right.
Like I said, I'm not going to defend a private prison. No. I don't need to. That's not my job.
No.
But so do you think it passes in the Senate?
I don't know. I guess it would depend on some Democrat support, to be honest with you. I don't know what that is. I haven't whipped that at any point in time. I don't know, if I could explain it well enough on the floor, possibly. I don't know how you stand on it.
Senator Isaacson, your thoughts?
I have two thoughts on this. The reality is that we put ourselves in a place where we need to have it in one of the highest incarcerated countries in the world, and that's unacceptable to me.
In one of the lowest incarcerated states.
But let me finish. I'm finishing that. But that being said, if there is a need and we have a facility to do it, and it is not private but run by state employees, I would be okay, I think at this point, and I'm really not that knowledgeable about it, so there might be a whole host of things I don't understand that I think Senator Lang has a much better grasp of than I do. But I think if there's a need and we can create an outlet there to make sure our people are covered, then I think you got to do that. But it cannot be a private prison. It just cannot. That's just not acceptable to me.
And that really has never been a portion of the discussion.
So the House bill's a lease, right?
The House bill, no. The House bill is a I think you're right. I think it's one of the above, and I think it leaves it open into. Is it what?
Is it a private
in the House bill?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't know.
It's the question is whether it was a lease or purchase.
And that's a sticking point. Where
who do they lease it to?
Well, that's the thing. It's CCA that owns it, so they would lease it from CCA and or
CCA.
Purchase
Community. It's the Corrections.
Correction Corporation of America, or
is it a private company?
Core Civics are called now.
The company that owns it.
So it's a private corporation that owns it, and then that's where the heartburn is.
Hence the leasing versus.
Well, because they're making a profit on it.
No, I get it. So I get it. Yep.
So anyway, some chance that it'll be in the Senate bill or it comes up in conference.
It's not dead. Obviously, it's there's a lot of discussion and some explanation, I think, on my part that needs to come out. That being said, with an early deadline in an early session, just like you were complaining earlier, I'll complain now. I just haven't had the time.
Yeah. It's tough.
And there's a lot of there is no one. It's not a partisan issue really in the district either, and it's something that
I don't even know if it's partisan with us as long as you don't put the private part in there. Honestly, I don't think it is.
That was the argument.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Right now, Minnesota has about a 10,000 prisoner capacity. We're over that. So what they're doing is they're taking that.
Well, some of those beds are being used at the county level.
They
for
are.
example.
So the county jails.
County jails don't have programming and facilities.
That's-
And
exactly.
There's
And
an
that's-
argument about maybe fewer prisoners, but
And that's an
a
argument that I
longer-term
think
deal,
needs to be
so.
made. And I don't think, I mean, we talk about money, as a Republican, I talk about money and the cost savings and, you know, all that, but I think we need to talk about the inmates. And I think we need to talk about their well-being and the fact that.
Recidivism versus rehabilitation
Exactly.
and all that.
And
Yeah, I
you're
get it.
talking about people that are going to come live in their hometown again and
Yeah.
at least deserve a shot at, you know.
They pay their price, and now they're ready to re-enter, hopefully, yeah.